Hello everybody, welcome to the top 5 tips of the month. If you don't know already, this is an ongoing series which once a month I release a top 5 tips, and these can be from little things going on in the month or they can be big things about further preparation. Also, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe with post notifications on all, please, and thank you. But in any case, let's get right into this. Just first of all, to let you know, I will be doing a lot of videos towards this month's content. I'll be having a Cavalier, probably about 2 or 3 videos associated with Cavalier difficulty once I've done 100% and as well gathered footage as well. But let's kick off with the first top tip for the month. The first one is a normal one that I give as a top tip, and that's synchronize your grind. With a lot of times with these events, especially this month, it's going to mean that you'll be going into different areas. Same way we're going, okay, Arena Wins is on for your solo event. Where do you go with this? Well, I'll do the arena. The same time Arena Wins is on. It means that whilst you're grinding out and doing something laborious that maybe you do not like to do, which let's say that's the Romance Arena, and you're like, oh, I don't really want to do this. But at the same time, if you're bringing in some of those Romance Synergy related champions and as well using them as 4-star, 3 stars, then still you're adding towards that total of getting yourself the solo event. The same way that ranking up a champion, hey, that's good for level up. Hero use, well, yeah, use it in this. But also use hero use when you're doing extra grinding, when you're doing stuff for the MCOC objectives, and you're kind of balancing all those different things at the same time. So check what you need to do, whether or not it's a MCOC objective, whether or not it's arena grind for Romance Arena, which, by the way, if you don't know already, this will return back in a week's time, or in 2 days' time, and then a week after that, it will come back as well. Next up, and free-to-play players, think about July 4th. And yes, people that do spend on a game, from the minnows right the way up to the whales that are spenders, those that grind out a little bit, but at the same time, they do like to grab them units. Think about July 4th now. Why? Because we are under 5 months away, and this is a good time as any to plan your unit grinding. FYI, I will be making a video that fully explores how much potential units could be grinded out, and as well my process which I'll be following, which will encompass more of my own free time, which I'll be then going, okay, well, around like my life, how much can I grind arena based on content creation, other stuff I've got to do, preparation for the wedding and other stuff. These are going to be variables to kind of put into how much time you have on a daily basis you could put into an arena grind and the units you theoretically could get out as a result. I'll also be doing a further unit grind guide, which won't have as much detail as the July 4th preparation for 2021, but definitely will show the process. But that is tip number 2. Prepare or think about preparing for your unit grind for July 4th. You have under 5 months. And just before anyone says, oh, that's a bit too much forward planning, why are you doing it now? Well, it's important to have plenty of preparation. That's why I'm here, giving you information, keeping you prepared, doing those grind guides. That's what this channel's all about. Tip number 3 is finding out and doing the calculations of how many Valentines card tickets you can acquire. For most players, you're able to grab a certain amount, especially if you are doing legendary difficulty, you are Cavalier and hitting the very top part of what you can grab, especially from some of the content that is listed. Now, based on the research that I've done for this video and as well subsequent videos that I've done as well, you will need to get 32 exchanged tickets. So you get the Valentine's card tickets and you then exchange them or send them to somebody or whatever. That will then give you a good amount of points, only 50 points, but you'll need to do that 32 times in order to get it. This means that you will need the 12 that are free coming from the calendar of total for the month, the Romance Arena, which totals 12, which puts you up to 24, and then from there, you will need to do Heroic for 1, Master for 2, Epic for 4, and this is the point, the crunch. It could be a case that you might miss out if you are of a certain level, or I'm not 100% sure on the restrictions of this not being accessed for anyone that's above or at the point of uncollected. So it may be a case if you're uncollected, you could miss out if you're unable to go and do the legendary difficulty, which is kind of needed for this particular grind this month, especially from your take home, and especially to get those very nice 6-star shards of 1000 in nature. So having a look at your capabilities and your numbers and what you're able to achieve is going to be very, very important. Oh, and also make sure to find someone that's reliable to trade with, especially if you're looking to go like, look, I want to trade 4 for 4. Can you do that? look, at the end of the day, you could just send them and that's fine. But if you are looking to get yourself some more of the Shattered Heart Crystal shards, then you may kind of go, look, I want more of those Valentine's cards. So having a direct swap is kind of helpful. So look towards the like-for-like trade. The next tip is use your love juice wisely. This month there is a massive amount of love juice available. If you don't know what this is, it's like health potions but like massively ramped up, and they're free. Even from doing like Epic, you can pick yourself up 8 from the exploration, 4 from the completion, and from Master you can pick up 3 from the completion and then 6 from the exploration. There is a huge amount on offer, especially if you follow tip 1 and you gather yourself revives. You can pretty much get a champion, including like 6-star champions which have higher hit pools, up to full health without any kind of great cost for you. Absolutely amazing if you're doing yourself a grind in things like Abyss of Legends and as well any other endgame content. But I would recommend to save up this as much as possible and do at the end of the month, which you have until the 3rd of March to use. There's also some free ones being offered from the calendar, so there is great opportunity to grab lots of love juice this month, which is a very weird thing to say, but this is a great opportunity and I hope that players do use this as much as possible, or at least to go, look, if you're a kind of player that doesn't need any health potions, hey, good for you. But for those that do, this is an amazing opportunity, and I am glad Kabam gave this out, and especially at the same time, grind up those level 1 revives, and it's going to be a nice little combination to get your champs right up to full health, especially if you're doing some of that endgame content, like I'm going to be doing another Path of Abyss this month. And the final tip is all about Cavalier difficulty. As a lot of you know that grind out Cavalier, we had some new nodes and new interactions dropped. This means that a lot of players had those counters in place for the respective nodes. I'll give you a good example. Hyperion for buffed up, Beardo with a good synergy team or team of different types of class champions around him, around Beardo to kind of like do diss track. You know, amazing combinations which now we're redoing. My top tip is look at those champions, create new ones, and as well prepare 5-star, 4-star versions. So if you're going in with 5 stars to do it first of all and do your clear through, find 4-star equivalents and rank them up, because if Kabam are going to roll out the same objectives as they've done before, then let's face it, you know, they're going to do it again. And if they're going to do it again, then you'd better be best prepared with the right champions in place that are able to take on this stuff and this content a little bit more easily than others. But look, it's not a nice interaction, but at the same time, let's just try and get through it. And I will be doing a full video breakdown of the Cavalier objective. It's just a case like that will be released at some point this week as I do other Cavalier content on this channel. Now you might be wondering about the Lunar New Year event, and I will probably do a separate video on this, but to be honest, you don't really need any kind of like tips or advice because this is normally a very easygoing quest. But I may do a separate video that talks about the gifting element to it, maybe some other stuff to it as well, and some openings, because why not? But in any case, thank you very much for watching this video. Please check out some recent content up there, which should be the Marvel Contest of Champions news show for today. And I'll see you all very soon in a lot more of content that's covering this month's stuff. Bye-bye.